Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I just did that. Anyway, hello, welcome. We have a special guest here today. He's here every time. It's Carbon! Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. It's not going to be a typical crochet video because frankly, I haven't started making anything because I have been working on my porcelain sweater, which I keep here. This knit sweater has taken over my life. Let me show you. I started the color work last night on it and it is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed. But I'm working on the yoke right now and this is what I have. Isn't this so pretty? Yeah, so this is what has been consuming my time, and I won't be done with the sweater for a while, but that's why I haven't crocheted anything. But I wanted to take the time today to finally organize this. You guys always see this in the background of my videos. I always refer to it, but it is my yarn cabinet. And it's messy. So messy. Very, very messy. And I really need to organize it. So I thought it would be fun to organize and rate all of the yarn in my yarn cabinet. Some of the stuff in here is old projects that I just gave up on. I will keep them because I'm not about to throw away good yarn. And a lot of it is just mishmashed. It's mishmashed. I am not going to cake every single skein or piece of yarn I have in here. That's just going to take way too dang long. I'm just going to kind of categorize it by like acrylic yarn, like my plushy yarn, etc., etc., and that is what I'm going to do today. So this is the current state of the yarn cabinet. It is so messy, so disorganized. It is falling out, especially this upper level here. So it really, really, really needs some organizing because this is a mess. This is my assistant today. Say hello. Anyway, enough cuddles. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out. There's even like nail buffers in here, like with my nail files. See, this is what I'm saying. It's just turned into modge podge of stuff. And I don't like it anymore. It's not enjoyable. It's like gone into this bag. This bag has a bunch of plushy yarn in it. And I need it to be more organized. It's not spring anymore. It's fall. So this is my fall cleaning. Okay, let's take everything out. I will, oh, see, this is what I mean. Look, so many works in progresses. This one is currently frogging itself as I take it out. Oh my god, I have yarn, I have knitting needles from another project I never finished. I have fairy lights. I don't know why I have fairy lights. I have a ball from Kura. Carbon wants it. Go, Carbon. Some stitch markers, which I could use. Those have, I've been wondering where all my stitch markers went. Did you get the ball? Okay, go play. See, he keeps coming back with the ball because he wants me to throw it for him. Unfortunately, he won't give it to me. So I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. More hooks. I found 2 stray hooks in there. I also have this block for blocking granny squares. The funny thing is, my brother got this for me as a gift. So, you know, I could block granny squares. But I have never once made a granny square. Which is strange because I crochet a lot. And I feel like with crochet, a staple piece, especially for beginners, is to make granny squares. I have just never made one. I don't know why. They just don't really interest me. And it is what it is. But here's all the stuff for it. I should use it. It's helpful. Maybe I'll try one day. Maybe I can make like a granny square tote bag. This is what it looks like. I just dumped everything out on the floor. So this is all the yarn that I need to organize. Carbon is still running around with the ball in his mouth. Carbon. So this is all the stuff I need to organize. So many unfinished projects. Like this was supposed to be a picnic blanket, but I hate the yarn, so I stopped making it. But, you know, I digress. It is what it is. Maybe I'll do like plushy yarn here, acrylic here, and then miscellaneous down here. I think that's a good plan. I'm gonna put plushy yarn here. So the first one is my Bernat blanket yarn. I love this yarn. It is so nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this green. I gotta figure it out because you guys know I've been on a mission to use the stuff that's already in my cabinet instead of buying new yarn. So I have this green one. I do really like blanket yarn. I like the way that it looks when you do plushies. I do, however, find it hard to see the stitches. And that's, you know, I feel like I've been making plushies for a bit now to be pretty good at it. But I personally think that it's hard to see the stitches in blanket yarn. It's much, much easier for me to see stitches in chenille yarn. For example, I try to use this one to make a few plushies and I've given up because it's multicolored, so it's like even harder to see the stitches, but this would be a really cute loaf cat. I haven't made loaf cats yet, and I feel like I should. They pop off in the crochet community, and I feel like they're easy to make, they're easy to whip up together, and they're very, very cute. I just haven't done it. And then, of course, I have my Loops and Threads chenille yarn. You guys have seen me use this type of yarn for a lot of projects. I really like that chenille yarn, but I want to try a different type of chenille, specifically the Premier Chunky if I can. But that one I have to order online because it's just not anywhere near me. I have this. This is white chenille yarn. It's just leftover white. I mean, you could always use white. Can't go wrong with having white, black, brown in your yarn collection. One color of chenille yarn I've been really wanting is yellow, like a pale yellow. It's never in my store. Can never find it anywhere. So that one is probably going to be one that I have to get online. So the white is done. I'm going to shove it here. I do have this leftover white. It's like thick. I think it's made out of this. So this is some blanket yarn that my friend gifted to me. And I really don't like it. It's just like really thin. It feels like super plasticky. It's kind of hard to work with, but I'll keep it because I'm not wasting yarn. I could make something out of it. I think this is the same one. I have this eggplant color chenille yarn that I made or that I used for my Gengar plushie. This shelf is getting really full, but I have more. I have more plushie yarn. I have this blue and also the Loops and Threads chenille. Luckily, yarn is soft and I can shove it in. Here's the other blanket yarn that I was telling you my friend gave me. I think it's from Amazon, but it just does not feel super great. I have some lavender left over from the Ditto that I just made. Maybe I can use it as like a accessory. You can't even see me as an accessory color to something. I have pink that I used for my Kirby. And then last but not least, I have some red left over. This is the Bernat blanket yarn. I think it's from when I made some strawberries. I think that's pretty good. I think that's all of my plushie yarn. Yay, that's actually exciting. It all kind of fits on one shelf. Okay, moving on to the top, I'm gonna put all of my acrylic yarns. Okay, so I put all my Big Twist yarn up here. This black one is connected to a project that I started, but I'm not planning on finishing. Might undo it later. Who knows? And oops, I missed one. I have an orange Big Twist. Those go in there, and I'm going to put some of my other acrylics up there as well. I have these random ones, these random skeins from, I bought like, when I first started crocheting years ago, I bought this yarn starter kit on Amazon, and that's where those come from. I use them for smaller projects where I just need like a pop of color, and that's where I mainly use them. So just tuck them in the back. I also have like random little cakes or bundles of yarn. I don't know what brands these are from. I have this brown. This one was also from Amazon. It was like the beginner yarn one, but they're not good. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just go to Joann's and get like a better like cheap yarn like Big Twist, because this one, the thread frays so easily and your hook gets caught on it and it's just like annoying to work with, and I don't think it's good for beginners. I have a lot of like small bits of yarn. Like this I'm gonna throw away because like what can I make out of that? Not really anything. I have this green one. I've made a lot out of this green like one skein. I think it was the Caron Pound of Love. I made like a shoulder, one shoulder, what is it called? The one shoulder tank tops, and then I made my whole garland out of that. So yeah. This is a throw. This is the first beanie I ever tried to crochet. Do you see how the top is flat and it never made it into a circle? Do you see that? Wow, I've come so far. Maybe I'll just keep that for the memes. So those are most of my acrylic yarns. I also have some leftover wool ease. I made some mittens out of this last winter. I have enough that I'm going to put here. Wool ease is like a cheaper wool. I got that from Joann's, and I believe it's like an acrylic wool blend, so it's more affordable than 100% wool. And it's nice to work with. It's thick. You can make really good beanies and mittens out of it. Found some more just regular acrylic. More of the green, the same green from earlier. Put that on top. I have these 2 skeins of yarn that my friend also got, or also gave to me. They're from Daiso. I didn't even know Daiso made yarn, but it's shaggy. Do you hear my dog in the background? The squeaking? Just ignore it. But it's like this shaggy yarn. This would be cute to make like a little plushy bat because it's like fuzzy. But I'll keep that up here in the acrylic pile. This looks really nice. We'll see how long this lasts. I also have this little skein of the sugar and cream yarn. This is the cotton, 100% cotton yarn. I hate this yarn. At first I loved it, but the more I worked with it, it's like it hangs really heavy. It like the thread comes apart when you use it, so it's hard to use. I don't like sugar and cream cotton yarn, yet I have 2 cones of it. 2 extra cones in black and white. I'm going to put these on the bottom. And then my remaining yarn that I'm going to put down here is just like random stuff along with works in progresses. Hi, Carbon. Go! So these first 2 were from the really nice sweater I made last year. It's ultra wool, 100% superwash wool. So I have these 2 in black and white and then a little bit extra. So I'm just going to put these here. I also have alpaca wool, which I really, really like. It's so soft. I have to figure out what to do with it because I don't have a lot. This I got when my boyfriend took me to an alpaca farm a few years ago for my birthday. And the lady that owns the farm, she spins her own yarn. So I bought 2 skeins of that. However, when I went there for my birthday and I bought those yarns, I was really new to crocheting, so I made really, really bad stuff with it, and it's such nice yarn. So eventually I want to undo all of that and I want to make something nice out of it. Hello. Yes, this is him with his telephone. And then my last one, I have this really nice wool fingering weight yarn. This was when I very first started knitting, and I made this. It's really bad. It doesn't look too terrible, but you can like see the arms are really constructed poorly. I don't know. I also want to reuse this yarn for something else, so I'm going to save it. And this is where we're going to get into the whip territory. All of these are finished projects or whips that I'm just going to keep here because I have nowhere else to put it. The first thing is my blanket that I was going to make out of Tunisian crochet. I was going to like stitch all of these together, but in the middle of it, I was like, wow, I hate working with the sugar and cream yarn, so I stopped. Again, the very first beanie I crocheted, it's so bad. So bad, but I'm going to keep it for the memes. This was a bauble bag that I was in the process of making, and then I just forgot about it. I was so close. All I had to do was seam it together, but you can see it has a ton of bobble stitches. Again, this is with the sugar and cream cotton yarn, which I used it because I don't like it. Also, that yarn stains my fingers, just like a side note. Also with sugar and cream, I made this tapestry. I tried to make this tapestry, what do you call this? Tank top, halter top. And it has the Tangled sun on it because Tangled is my favorite movie. Do you see how stiff this is? Tangled's my favorite movie, so I put the sun on here. And when I did the back band, this is like way too big. So, whatever, that was a fail too. I might try that again because look at the sun. It actually looks really, really nice. I'm just going to fold it and put it away for the memes. And then last but not least is my Mickey bucket hat that I made. This one, I think the ears are just a little bit too big, but the hat is cute. I like the hat. There's nowhere else to wear this hat except for Disneyland, and I haven't been since last year. Last Labor Day weekend, which is like when I'm filming this video. So it's been a whole year. I should probably go again, but my boyfriend says no because we went for like 3 or 4 years in a row. And that's it, actually. The only thing I have left is my yarn bowl, which I can actually use for my new project. Look, I've been keeping this in a bag, but let me transfer it. Carmen put his toy in my bowl. And I'll use this to hold my project yarn, even though it looks really funky and it's like all tangled now. But it'll live here and I can use that. I did end up finding 2 hooks and a pair of knitting needles in my yarn cabinet, along with a bunch of stitch markers, which is really good because I was like, where the fuck did all my stitch markers go? I'm missing so many of them. So I have that now. I'm gonna go put it away in my crate. And he's here. He's here just with his toy. So we've officially organized this yarn cabinet. It looks so much better than when we first started. You've got to admit it does look so much better. Oh, I also have my polyfill, but I'm gonna put it at the bottom. And it's not bursting open at the seams, so I'm very, very happy that we took the time to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video where I just got to yap while I organized. It was fun for me, and it's organized for me. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. My dog is in the background, ignore him. I appreciate you all so much for watching. Let me know if you liked videos like this that are a little bit more yappy, a little more chatty. Yes, your toy. We're getting disturbed here. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you would like to see next time, and I will see you all next time. Oh, I said next time twice. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.